Hello everyone, we are from Group I1. We will give our presentation about our project with Test Organizer. Before we start, let us introduce ourselves. First, I myself is Julian Kurnianto, and there is Evelyn, Jeremy, and Cahya. Next. So here is our outline content. The first is we will talk about the problem. Next is the design requirements. And then we will talk about the alternative concepts, and then final concepts, and then we will talk about the detailed design, and the last is the summary. Next. And here are the problem definition. The problem is to create the test organizer that are able to arrange documents, pens, and more to create a clean and neat workspace. So the test organizer must be variety of items and have a multiple function, and then has an appealing design. Next. And these are the design requirement. The first is cost, and then next is the weight capacity, the water resistance, the product weight, the lifetime, the storage types, and the last is the appropriate size. Next.
Next is the alternative concept. So previously in the unit 1 generating alternative, uh, we generate many possible alternatives. Then here we chose three alternative concepts that is possible to make. And the first one is the alternative 4, which using ABS sheet and ABS glue. And ABS is a lightweight and waterproof material. However, why this alternative is not selected is due to the cutting and the cost is pretty high. And the next is the alternative 24, which using acrylic and acrylic glue. And acrylic is indeed a strong, high durability and also waterproof. However, the reason why it is not selected is due to the cost, especially because we need a huge amount of material. Using acrylic will make the budget over. And this is the alternative 14, which using pine wood sheet and wood glue. And this is the final alternative that we chose. The reason is because it's due to the cost. It's cheaper and also easy to find. And it's also easy to work with. It doesn't require a complicated method. And the last is the material characteristic, which is sturdy and also strong.
And then the next, this is the detailed design of the chosen alternative. So the design is worked by the SolidWorks. So it stands with 4 types of compartments with different function, like paper storage, and then middle storage, and the pencil storage. Next. And the design comes with 23 parts. So how it's constructed, by first we draw the pattern in the sheet, and then we cut using the hacksaw, and then we smoothen the surface and also the edge of the parts using the sandpaper and miser, and finally we assemble all the parts together with G glue. Next. And this is the close-up features of the pencil storage, where you can store the pencil or ruler. And then next. And then there are also middle storage. This part you can store smaller objects like tape or smaller glue. And then there are 2 paper storage, where you can store the storage and it can hold up with lightweight. And also you can store a book also. Next.
So here's the detailed design, which is the result of our analysis, experiments, and models. So the first analysis design is from math, which is the size or the dimension of each part. And we have here the dimension, which is 24 centimeter times 32 centimeters for the base area, so it will fit to the size of HVS paper. And then the second is physics, which is the durability of the material, and we use paper wood, which has the compressive strength of 4,800 psi and 0.35 for the density and 8,600 psi of the bending strength and about 380 for the hardness. And then the last is the anthropometry, and we use the PPT or length of human PTT or length of human palm, and from the calculation method that we have done, we got the percentile of 5%. That means that the palm can reach the inside of the text organizer. Next. And from the experiment we have done, we got the results, and we do some changes, which is removing one paper storage, and we also remove the drawer features, and also we use G glue instead of wood glue due to the things that we need to be considered with, which is the endurance and the cost, and also the availability of tools that need to be considered. Next. And here's our summary of our product. The first is product strength, that our product has the sturdy material, and it also has many types of storage that can store some types of objects. And the next is quantify performance expectations. First is the lifetime. We expect that our product have about 4 years for the lifetime, and then our product strength and the capacity of our product that up to 1 kilogram. And also the final competition strategy, we use the affordable selling price, which can be appealing for the consumer, and also the poster that will be shared to inform about our product to our consumer. Next. So that's all our presentation. Thank you.
Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly, and I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. La 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 la, oh, oh. Get me out of broken hearts and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly, and I'll tell myself it's fine to be